What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Smooth Order. Welcome to Negroes with a Podcast episode. What is it? 14? It's 14, right? Negroes with a Podcast episode 14. I am your host / moderator, Smooth Order.
Lextopia here.
Negroid Android, what's up?
We are one Negro down today. Tunde is somewhere running across America. Hopefully, he will join us later. But if not, then I mean, you know, it is what it is. One thing that we want to get into before we even get into the episode is Lex is going to read some reviews because we have not done that in a while. Apologies. And I actually have an email that somebody sent that I'm also going to read as well. So Lex, go ahead and kick off the reviews.
Cool. So I'm going to read a few reviews that we've had over time. The first one is by Tandra. It says, love the range of topics. 5 stars. Thanks. Tandra says, I recently started listening to this podcast and I am a fan. Thanks. Very simple, Tandra. We appreciate you. Right to the point. Next one is by It's Just Eric. And it says, thank you. Great show, very educational, and great points of view from everybody. Quick question. On the Thanksgiving episode, what was your wife's brother's restaurant in Phoenix called? I would like to try it out. That was your story, wasn't it, Des?
Yeah. I'll ask her. I don't remember the name on top of my head.
Okay, we'll get that to you. Thank you for your 5 stars. The next one, just hit subscribe now. 5 stars from Only One Scarlet. This podcast has it all. Politics, pop culture, history, sports, music, and more. All from the perspectives of 4 educated, young, intelligent Black folks who aren't afraid to confront tough issues and tell it like it is. Keep doing this for the culture, y'all. Highly recommend. Thank you. The next one is by Addie L, Attyel. 5 stars. Great podcast. Hey, NWAP. So my cousin introduced me to this podcast last year, and I've been hooked ever since. I appreciate the transparency, discussion of real-life career and relationship issues, the humor, unique perspectives of each cast member, and just the show overall is dope. Keep up the great work. Shout out also to the guys for being awesome teachers that care in such a different and difficult educational landscape. Aw, that's sweet. Thank you. And the last one I'm going to read today is by Ma Jess. And she gives us 5 stars and says, it's all good. I really enjoy this. 4 people is more than I'm used to listening to on one podcast. But I actually appreciate hearing all of the perspectives. The conversations are honest, thought-provoking, and it never feels like there are too many people talking at once. I wish sometimes that the podcast themselves could be longer than 45 minutes to an hour.
You do?
But that's for real. But that's just my wanting to hear more. I look forward to the show every week. Keep up the good content and thanks. Thank you, Ma Jess, for the 5 stars. That's all I got.
Also, before we get any further, hello, Tunde. Welcome. What's going on?
Oh, hey, Tunde.
Hello. Tunde has decided
we roasted you for no reason.
Say what?
I said we roasted you for no reason just now.
I didn't roast anybody. I know who it was.
I know, we really didn't, Tot 7. I'm just joking with you. We're glad you're here.
Thank you. Okay. And I'm going to read this comment that we got on WordPress from Archie. He said, first-time commentator, long-time listener from the days of 5/5. I've been enjoying the cast. Each and every one of you are an inspiration, and I thank you for sharing your thoughts and opinions. Even you, statute of limitations, Des, with your ratchet-ass anecdotes. This past episode, he's talking about episode 10, realities versus expectations. These niggas ain't your friends. This past episode spoke to me more than anything, being almost 33 and just beginning to make strides at this whole life thing. Keep crushing it and bringing voice to issues that are pertinent to current events. I wish you all the best in the upcoming year. And if I ever happen to meet any of you, the first round is on me. That is Archie. Appreciate
first round.
That.
Oh, of drinks.
Yes. What the fuck?
Wow. I was like, what? Because all I heard was round, and I had missed a little bit before.
Are you drunk already?
No, I'm drinking coffee. Trying to wake up still.
Are you sure?
Like I said.
Shut up.
Are you sure? Okay. So is everybody good? Y'all doing good? Anything y'all want to share with the peoples? Anything y'all got something going on? No?
I don't think so. Hey, my birthday's in 2 weekends and I'll be 33. It's gonna be my Jesus year.
Hey.
And I'm just saying that because I'm trying to plan out something.
All the unholy shit that you're doing.
I'm actually trying to plan a cabin thing in Big Bear with this guy, but I threw it out there, right? Sorry, this is my beginning of the podcast, help Lexi's life. Okay, so I sent him a message like, hey, you want to do this with me like in a couple weekends? And he was like, let's do it. And he was like, check back with me and we'll figure it out, like him flying out to come to it or whatever. But now is the time for me to check in. I'm nervous because I'm scared about being disappointed.
Life is all about disappointment.
Let me tell you something. Women.
But it's a cycle. It's like, and it's like, you know, guys hate when you like hit them up like, hey, what about this? What about this? Are we gonna do? Are you gonna get the flight?
No, we don't.
And I don't want to be that
person.
person.
We know things,
right? Huh?
That's how we know things.
What's like, how you know things?
By you saying something.
If you're afraid to be, look, women deal with rejection way worse than I've realized before.
And I don't want to call it rejection, just like disappointment, because people in the moment always be like, "Yeah, let's go," and then they be like, "Ooh, well, actually,
You still have to do the work of asking.
Yes, that's your job. Your
I know,
job is to ask. So
fearlessly, he already agreed to it. Ask fearlessly.
Agree stuff, and then it's like, oh well.
Like, well, I mean, that's life.
I know.
Sometimes, you know.
I think the problem is that in my head I already painted the picture of like us being in the hot tub, then going skiing, and I need to like not be too hyped about what I think is about to happen and like be like clear slate. I manage my expectations is what I need to do.
Right. So maybe that should be what you work on.
You're right. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna be in your city, G. If you don't work out, I'm coming over there to go to the beach.
Let's do it.
Really?
What do you mean really? Yeah, it's fucking beach. Whatever. I ain't got shit going on besides school and work, but I did see something today that I was considering doing, which would be a great opportunity, but I just don't know if I actually want to put the work in to do it. So my school is doing a TED Talk, and they are asking people to apply to do the TED Talk. And last year they had like several students from the school do the TED Talk. And I saw it yesterday when I was doing some schoolwork or whatever. And I was like, oh, this would actually probably be pretty dope. But then I was like, dog, then you'd have to like go write the speech and stuff.
That's good.
No, like I got enough shit. I go to school full time. I go to work full time. Like, when am I going to have time to write a speech?
You should write it about something it can be on anything.
Nah, I'm about to pull it up. The topic is our theme is breaking barriers. Obviously, this is like perfect. Like I can talk about breaking barriers in my fucking sleep. But like I'm just like I'm just thinking about like all the work, because I mean the application is due on this month on the 29th, and then they have like a whatchamacallit, like a rehearsal like Friday, which I wouldn't be able to go to because I have to go to work. And then like the TED Talk is actually on the Sunday, which I would be able to go to because I don't work on Sundays. But I'm just like, do I really want to like I do? Yeah, I think it's a dope opportunity. Is that
if you do a TED Talk speech thing?
I mean, it would be absolutely fire. And I mean, I just think it'd just be fire just to be fire, like minus all other stuff that would obviously come with being a nigga who has a TED Talk on his resume.
Do you like speaking though, or because I know you're a writer?
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I mean, this podcast.
You got to be up there with like a headset on, like. No. Imagine yourself.
No, I am. I ain't doing that. You don't do that in that corner. No, I'm not. I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with public speaking. I just don't know if I have
in a TED Talk. You know that, right?
Says who?
Damn. Yeah, all right. I think you should do it.
You guys, I might send the application in and kind of see what happens.
Yeah, just see what happens.
Can't hurt.
That's cool.
Do it.
All right. Anybody else got anything going
on? Yeah. So
what you got?
I have. Just want to share with the people on my progress on my training. I have a nagging injury going on.
What are you training for?
Right.
I'm for a 90 minute half.
Half
90-minute half marathon?
Yeah. So I have this nagging foot injury. Like when anything over like 3 miles running, like my toe and my foot goes numb.
So you shouldn't be running, huh? Top 7?
Yeah, you got the sugar.
No, that's not it.
He's real serious.
That's why I was late today, because my run took me longer than I thought it was going to take. So I ran 10, and I thought it was gonna take me like an hour, maybe an hour and some change. It took me like an hour and like an hour and a half. I kept having to stop and like take my shoe off. So after I get off this podcast, I'm going to get another gait analysis to see maybe I can change my shoes, if that helps.
Yeah, don't you need like something special or wrap your ankle or something? What's wrong?
I have no idea. It's just one foot, and it starts with my toes, and then my whole foot goes numb.
Be careful.
Sound like they're probably gonna be like, you shouldn't run anymore.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
And you're gonna go, no, what am I gonna do with my life?
Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
Sit on the sofa, eat chips all day.
Like
Like us, join us today in our inactive lifestyles.
I'm saying, geez, active.
I go to the gym. I don't know what you mean. Ain't no weed, nigga.
Oh, excuse me.
I go to the
Excuse
gym.
me.
I get there.
All right.
Ain't no weeds.
All right.
All right. So let's get into today's episode. So doing another current events episode, since everybody was very happy about last week's episode. It's like a return to form, so to speak. This week was a little light, and then like kind of not, right? Like first, we're gonna start with pop culture and this Quavo and Cardi B nonsense. So Lex, tell us what's going on with Quavious and his queerness.
That is his name, isn't it?
Wait.
So-
It wasn't Quavo. I thought it was Offset. It wasn't Quavo.
Oh, you're right. It's not Quavo. It's not Quavo.
Quavious.
You're right.
Was it you?
I'm glad you said that now.
Offset and Cardi B and whatever the fuck he got going on.
Because Quavo's definitely not with Cardi B, so let me not mess his reputation up.
Isn't he with like that girl who used to date Chris Brown? Oh, wasn't he?
Karuchi?
Yeah.
Karuchi?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought that was a thing.
That sounds right though, but we're old, so I don't know who's with who anymore.
Right.
Look, don't ask me. But what happened this week is that Offset had a lyric in a song that basically said, I don't vibe with queers, Queers. And obviously there's a lot of backlash around that because you can't go around saying, I don't vibe with queers. And what's interesting about this is one thing I don't get, it's rap. So we've talked about this with comedy too. Like there's comedy and there's rap where it's like you kind of can be offensive, but you kind of also can't. So a lot of people are angry at the lyric. But then what happened from that is them explaining why he said it, which is what got weird to me because Offset's like, oh, I really didn't really know what it meant. And Cardi B is like making videos and she's his fiance, I think still. But she's like making videos like, we didn't even know that was a bad word. They don't teach us that. He didn't know about it, but now he knows. Y'all should take this time to educate him instead of hopping on him about saying those words or saying what he said. And I'm like, girl, why are you defending that? So first of all, do y'all think there's any excuse or do you think it's okay in rap still? Because it is misogynistic and blah, 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 whatever else. Do you think it's okay still for us to say things like that? And also, how do you feel about that excuse that I didn't know what queer meant? Or like you didn't know it was a bad term?
I don't think it's an excuse at all. And it's 2018, and unless you've like been on a remote island somewhere, that queer, especially in that sense, he says I don't vibe with queers. Like
I think he said something like I just meant like lame people or something stupid like that.
Who uses it in that sense? No one that I know. And then like I would say no one my age, but then even my kids that I teach know that's not a a nice term to use when describing someone. So and then the whole it's rap music, so we should let it slide excuse. That's some bullshit too though. Like because there's plenty of things in rap music where we've been like, okay, we gotta get this person the fuck out of here for saying some shit. Because if somebody in country music says some shit about niggers, we'd be up in arms. So
that's true.
I mean, yeah, for maybe 2 days.
It's actually a good point. I was listening to Bomani Jones's podcast, and he was talking about like this thing about cancel culture. And what I was trying to figure out was, and all of this outrage about what what Offset said, how many people are going to stop listening to Migos because of it?
Right.
And what people are going to stop listening to Migos because of it?
See,
And ultimately, not that does any of this matter. This absolutely matters. I'm not asking it in a sense of does it matter what he said, and it shouldn't matter because he's Offset and he's a rapper and them niggas is ignorant, or people were saying, well, they be calling women bitches and they be selling drugs and killing niggas and nobody says anything about that. But as soon as he says something about gay people, all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, but none of that shit even matters, right? None of that matters. What I find interesting about Offset and kind of the Migos is that I feel like everybody forgot what they did with McConan last year.
Oh yeah.
Like, did we all forget that those niggas are homophobic? So, like my
Wait,
outrage
what happened
level.
with McConan?
They was like, yeah, they don't fuck with him. Like, he don't represent real Atlanta, some bullshit because he was gay or whatever like that. And then like that wasn't that long ago. So like now when I saw people like jumping all over Offset, I'm just like, we were already here. We've already done this. So, and I'm not talking to people that are offended. Like the people that obviously I'm not being targeted by what Offset said. So I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to be upset. I'm saying me personally, I'm just like, yo, we've already gone through this. Like we've done this already. We know what this nigga is. Like, I'm not finna waste no energy being mad about the shit.
So Top 7 was saying like there's no excuse to put things like that in your lyrics. But like what you said, like they still say bitch, talk about selling drugs, talk about killing people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess maybe it would have been different for me if in real life he was like, yeah, that was just lyrics, like, and I don't care about that in real life. But he acted like he didn't even know what it meant, which is what's weird to me. And then Cardi B jumping in and talking about use this as an opportunity to educate us instead of whatever. But I think we do forget sometimes people are, and that they're pretty ignorant sometimes. But I really don't think it's an excuse. To me, yeah, with rap as a whole, I feel like it's just like another thing. Like, okay, like what do we expect him to say? I don't know. But also at the same time, you're in the studio long enough where you could have said any other word, like, because like at this point, like I know if I was a rapper, I would know people would be talking about it, so I would be like, I'm not even trying to, I don't even want to throw myself into that fire, so I would have just said something else.
So the thing with the cancel culture is people are gonna make excuses for Offset because they like him. So let's say it was
it's different for every person. What's bad?
Let's say it was Ja Rule.
Huh.
Who's
Like-
oddly back in the news.
Shit. We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, let's say it was Ja Rule. Like, I think there've been way less people making excuses for him. Like, if you take it to the Me Too movement, right? Aziz Ansari. I saw so many people like making excuses for Aziz. But let's say it wasn't Aziz. Let's say it was a comedian that somebody didn't like. Let's say it was Lil Duval who did that. Do you think as many people will come to his defense? I don't think so, because not that many people like him. So Migos are hot right now. Like Offset's hot, Migos are hot. They make hits right now. So people are not gonna want to like throw him under the bus, or like cancel him per se. Like, so I don't know. I guess people like him, so people are gonna make excuses.
But some people did say they were canceling him or whatever. But it's like, okay, you could have canceled him a long time ago too. But
So I want to say, like, hip hop has always been kind of it's always been homophobic. It's always been transphobic. It's always been queerphobic. I think society has now like moved forward in where society is not as openly, and I'm not saying that they're not as transphobic or homophobic. They're just not as open about it. People know what the wrong shit is to say. I think honestly, yeah, a part of it is that they're young, but part of it is that they're just in general homophobic. In this, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying that's who they are. You have to rally against that. It's not like teachable moment, because if you didn't know what queers were,
yeah,
why would you use that word in that? Like, I can't vibe with queers, but I don't know what they are. I just can't vibe with them. It's like, yeah, I can't vibe with antimatter because I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's not the same fucking thing. Like, it's, you know what it is, and that's why you used it I'm just saying that's why he used that term. Last point, you were saying, Lexi, about like them using different lyrics. The Migos, rap, the quality of rap has gone down. These niggas don't know that many words. It's a limited number of words that these niggas have access to, and they try. I'm just saying, like, it's a limited scope. You know what I mean? Like, that's.
So
I don't know.
Here's my thing about Offset, and this is how this is a segue into Cardi B. It's like, when somebody I like does something that is not okay, I don't defend them. Like, I'm not going to stop listening to them, and then I don't defend them, right? Like, if, let's say I like Floyd Mayweather, which I don't, but let's say that I did, and people were saying, well, Floyd Mayweather is out here beating the shit out of women. And I was like, man, I know that's kind of fucked up. But have you seen that nigga fight? Nigga's really good. It's like, you don't have to defend people that are accused of doing horrible shit. You don't have to put on a performance to defend those people.
That's real.
So then this morning, Cardi B, or last night or this morning, whichever, I don't remember. I don't even know what day it is.
That's her husband. That's her fiance. She does have that obligation.
No, she doesn't.
He should shut the hell up.
You should, you can make a situation worse when you open your mouth, and he's doing plenty to make the situation bad, right? So Cardi B gets up and she's like basically explaining like that he doesn't know the meaning of the word and all this other stuff or whatever. And I am at a point with Cardi B where I'm just kind of like, this nigga is, you are literally about to let this nigga drag your entire life down.
Yeah. She's committing career suicide. And it's just weird because just like many of us do sometimes, women, how she talking all this about what she gonna put up with and not do, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like on social media, like, well, people do cheat. And if he cheats, it's cool. I'm still gonna stay here because I don't want to start over. Bitch, you're like 23 or 24 or something.
Yeah,
like,
but and
what are you talking about?
But in the joint, it's, I'm not quick to cut that nigga. Also, don't get
exactly. So it's like, listen,
is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic?
Thank you. In your real life, you have so much life ahead of you. You don't need to be engaged. Like, you don't even need to do this, Cardi.
Wait,
you really don't
need to be engaged.
She doesn't need to be engaged to somebody, and you already defending all this extra stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
that is constantly cheating on her on camera.
Yeah.
That is actually making
and that's not even
the
me.
internet. And I think he got one of them hoes. Oh, sorry, not one of those hoes. Sorry. He got one of them girls pregnant, allegedly.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that some white girl was saying that she was pregnant with Offset baby.
And then here's the thing too, like, I never want to be one of those people to talk about other people's relationship. Like, I don't even hop in those conversations online because to me, I don't know shit about them. I don't know them niggas, like, period. And if I see a picture, if I see a video, cool. I don't know their story. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they care about. So this isn't that. But what this is y'all are mad young. You obviously still are trying to figure your shit out. And you're showing now that you're trying to fill some void or like fill something with this person instead of you like growing as a person. Like, she's obviously not there. If you're making speeches about, I don't want to start over and you're not there.
Damn.
You're not there. Just like G said on Twitter when everybody tried to get on him about finding yourself when you're 40 because you try to do shit too quick.
Oh,
nah.
Man, look, them niggas was.
I don't understand why people didn't get that.
Niggas was hot.
They were hot.
Very upset.
Aren't they always?
Oh yeah, they are.
I mean, because that shit is true.
Yeah, this is usually when people usually that when that truth be
Because I get
stinging.
it. Because I'm like, oof, I would have been the same way. Because I feel like, like I'm 30 something now, and I'm like, oh, now I know what my life is about. Like just now starting to get certain shit. So it's like, man, who knows like how miserable you'd be if you had got married and did the most in your 20s, and now you're just figuring shit out, and now you don't even want that whole life that you spent your time like dealing with.
Yeah,
It's rough.
But yeah, don't do it, Cardi.
Oh, she got
Figure yourself out. Take your time. Take your time, baby. People be
Des, did you
rushing,
want to say
man.
something? I feel like you've been trying to say something. You keep getting cut off.
I'm sorry.
So I just think that one of the other thing that I was looking at is Cardi B, and I know she was making money as a stripper, but Cardi B and Offset are both very young, and they come from a world from my understanding where they didn't have that much money. I think that I'm not saying because I'm married. I get it. Be married. Marriage is beautiful. But when you get married and you are going into this whole new strata of existence, right? Of having whatever rich nigga money they got, you are going to be exposed to whole new things, which is going to change your way of thinking. You're still growing. If she's not the woman that you want to grow with, don't dog her out. If he's not the man that's trying to grow with you, don't stick with him. Because the nigga that grows and you not growing is going to drag you along. And it never feels good to be drugged anywhere.
Well, that nigga got her name tatted on his neck, which is what most hood niggas do anyway.
Terrible.
I'll do whatever it takes if I hurt the woman I love. Yeah, you want to? Yeah, nigga, I'll get 30 tattoos. What's up? I'll be out here like one of these niggas looking like a Chipotle bag. I'll do it.
No, stupid.
No,
It's very
I'm good.
dumb.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
You know what else?
How you want to do
say
this?
something else. You saw where that was going. Sorry, that was going. We just gonna start clean. We start with a clean slate. So on social media the other day, there is a sting about these sex robots, right? Like people were saying, like sex robots are about to be like the new thing or whatever. The thing about these sex robots are, these bitches are bad. Like,
nigga, I did not know you was gonna say that.
I kept seeing them on the timeline, and I thought they were people.
Yes, the sex
one that's
robots,
like bent over.
The sex robots are crazy realistic, and they look crazy good for them to be sex robots.
Nigga, don't do this.
So, but here's the weird thing: like Twitter's like the fucking Matrix. So usually Twitter is men ain't shit, men are trash. I hate dating men. Fuck these niggas. These niggas are ashy. These niggas are broke. These niggas don't pay no bills. Blah 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 blah. As soon as niggas started talking about these sex robots, all these women are like, well, she not gonna suck your dick like I do. Is she gonna be able to take care of the house like I do? Mm-hmm. You talk about you spending all that time with that sex robot. What kind of real man spend time with a sex robot? And it's like, do you hate these niggas or do you not hate these niggas? Do you only hate these niggas when they're not paying attention to you? Like, how is it supposed to work? So I'm flat out asking. I'm asking all of y'all right now. Would y'all fuck a sex robot?
No.
You said no 3 times. I only asked. You only had to answer once. Why wouldn't you have sex with a sex robot?
It's gonna kill you. Look, all this time I've been telling you niggas about how all this technology is racist against us. As soon as you stick your black nigga dick in this robot, FBI, NSA, DHS, somebody will have a kill switch for your robot raping ass. And watch. The robots are gonna have more rights and autonomy than goddamn people. If you think I'm fucking joking, look at how this shit is going with this border wall, where niggas are like, don't build a wall, don't build a wall, don't build a wall. That's fucked up. And as soon as we said, hey, it's gonna fuck up animals' migration patterns, white people were like, wait a minute, maybe we shouldn't build a wall.
Oh, you know they only care about animals.
And check this out. I'm telling you, my nigga, if niggas is out here hacking niggas' phones, if somebody hacks your sex robot, this is a machine that can kill you in your house. Don't even have that shit around your kids. Nigga, that shit don't breathe air. That shit don't get tired. That shit ain't got no lactic acid in its muscles. That shit, it's going to get on the stomp function and just stomp the shit out of you.
Golly.
This is a stupid idea. Dog, think about it.
I mean, either way it's made. I don't know. So what about the pros?
Dog, niggas can now take... How about this? Right? Niggas can hack your Alexa. People can hack your Alexa. They can have access to your Amazon account. A nigga hacks your Alexa. A nigga sends you a sex robot. You ordered a sex robot. Let's say you're somebody who's like let's say you're a data analyst for some big company, right? You know you're the top guy. They send you a sex robot with a bomb in it.
What?
As soon as you,
I mean, they
I'm
could
just
send you a
saying,
book with a bomb in it.
This nigga Dez just
Anything can come to your house with a bomb in it.
right.
This is a terrible idea.
Okay, Tunde, are you having sex with a sex robot?
So
Yes.
You niggas stupid.
He said,
So am I going to tell anyone?
You don't have to. You can just what you do in your own house is your own business.
Ain't it self-lubricating?
Nigga, ain't no
I think it is self-lubricating.
niggas is out here struggling to get women with goddamn robot.
Alexia,
Listen, yeah.
are you gonna have sex with a sex?
Oh,
would you have sex with a sex robot? With a male sex robot?
Nah, but my reason, I don't think they're bad though, because maybe this is a good way for
Have you niggas never
there to
seen
be less
iRobot?
fucking issues. Yes, I mean the whole robot thing, I think is bad. Obviously, like, yeah, I think that's bad. But
the robot ain't walking around talking and making dinner for you. It's
You're putting your dick in it. You're putting your dick in it.
But I think maybe it's better. Maybe it's better for guys to put their dick in this robot or what are they, pocket pussy, whatever the fuck, instead of spreading shit everywhere, instead of getting people pregnant, instead of whatever else. I'm like, cool, do what you do. Me,
niggas are going around.
the only reason why I wouldn't is because I don't care enough. Like I enjoy myself in like 45 seconds is all I need. And like, other than that, if I'm having sex, it's because I actually like the person and want to be with the person. So it's not like, I just don't need it.
Okay. Has anybody seen Westworld by any chance?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah. Classic and the new joint.
Westworld.
Nah, I don't watch that shit's crazy.
Okay.
Oh, I did see somebody got herpes though from the thing. They said,
Listen.
but that might have been fake.
No,
they said the doctor.
You know niggas careless and fucking raw. I'm telling you, it's terrible.
And you know they're not cleaning it.
This is a terrible idea.
Niggas is running trains on the sex robots. That's what's happening.
But nobody can afford that shit, Des. Like nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not like every nigga's gonna have a robot in their house.
Lex, it's just like every other piece of technology. Niggas could have own cell phones in it.
That's true.
Now everybody got a cell phone.
That's true. My question would be, when people start falling in love with their shit, just like they do now, like they basically fall in love with like their technology and shit, and like
go look up the movie Her.
Yeah, now are we gonna get able to get married? Like, that's weird.
You know it's gonna be some weird white dude in the middle of North Dakota who's like, hey, my robot is programmed not just to have sex with me, but also to provide hospital care for my old mother. They be like, oh man, this nigga got a full relationship with a robot, and the robot's gonna have more rights than black people. I guarantee you.
You're probably right.
I was gonna say if the robots are like the people on Westworld, I might entertain having sex with one of those robots.
Listen, yo.
Yeah, why not? Like,
listen, I'll be in that saloon every fucking day.
This nigga 2 day wallet.
2 day got problems.
But listen,
hey, Frodo, I saw on a more serious note, I saw some girl on Twitter say that the type of man that would fuck a sex robot is the same man that would sleep with an unresponsive woman. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
basically the type of
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so
I don't get how people try to put all these like labels on people about stuff. Like, maybe they just don't want to deal with somebody. It doesn't have to mean all this extra shit.
It always does, though.
Everybody always brings everything back around to like rape and all this other shit, and it's like, no, this is not a person. That's why it's made.
Go ahead, Des. I just want to make a PSA. All right, there are these people that are called sex workers, and they do sex work. There are people that will have sex with you for money. You don't, and they're professionals. They work at it.
Hey, I feel like you're judging.
It's honestly better to do that.
I feel like you're being really judgy.
I'm not judging. What I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying.
You are being judgy.
There are inherent threats to using any type of technology that interacts directly with your body in a way that is, what's the word? I forgot the word for it, but it's the type of vulnerability that you have. Like when you get a heart stent, think about how much testing goes into a heart stent, right? If you are engaging with a sex robot and somebody can literally niggas can hack your Xbox, your cell phone. This thing is going to have built-in programming. It will be hardware. I understand that, but niggas can hack your drone in midair. So if a nigga can hack your drone in midair, and you're having sex with this robot because you don't want to deal with the pressures or the whatever of having sex with real women, go find a sex worker who is willing to have sex with you for a fee.
Wait, are you saying?
Hold on.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
Hold on.
Niggas is out here saying like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with."
I have a couple questions. One, did you compare a heart stent to a sex robot?
Yes,
it's technology. It's interacting with your body.
No, it's not in the same way. Not in the same way. A heart stent goes inside your body.
You're right, Tunde. You're going inside of its body.
That's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
You're right. It's not.
Second of all, having sex with a sex robot having sex with a sex worker has a completely different set of
issues.
Issues itself, like and in our places it's illegal. First of all,
it's not.
It's not really illegal.
If you ever look at the movie called The Session, there are people that are
pick up a sex worker here in Portland.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
As far as I know, I'm not going to jail for sticking my dick inside of a sex robot.
Listen, so here's why.
Inherently, a robot could punch through your chest today.
I actually changed my answer but I changed it because I just thought about something. At first, I'm like, yo, that sounds like mad work. Like that sounds like it's just like having a plastic dick. But if the male sex robot has a stroke and like I can still just be chilling and like they're moving, that's actually not really a bad idea. That's not really a bad idea.
Y'all niggas gotta be out here fucking T1000s, and when they turn on y'all niggas, I'm telling you, y'all gonna be like, yeah, Dez told us.
That's real crazy. For all the shit that you talked about on this podcast, sex robots is where you decided that you wanted to draw a line.
Dog,
you gonna have a sex robot come to the crib on your Friday night get-togethers, Dez.
For all of the shit that I talk on this program, I am for the most part, I am anti-autonomous technology. I am anti-AI. I am anti self-thinking robots. Nothing that we don't control. These sex robots will be hacked. I'm telling you, niggas out here hacking the cloud. What happened when you get in your sex cloud? Your sex robot cloud?
Nothing.
Listen. No, be real crazy if somebody hacked your sex robot cloud and they got your sex robot stats in that motherfucker. It's like this nigga only lasts 43 strokes before he can.
I mean, that's a good intelligence. Now you get to your girl, like, listen, this is what I like. This is what happens.
That's fucked up. So I have a couple of comments. One, I'd have to use the condom with a sex robot because I'm pretty sure that sex robot is going to be sending my DNA to the FBI. I'm positive of that. I was watching a commercial, an Amazon commercial with Alexa, and in the commercial, the actor gave Alexa. Actually, you know what? It wasn't an Alexa commercial. It was a car commercial. And in the car commercial, Alexa was in the commercial. And the guy gave Alexa the instruction to turn the car on. And Alexa turned the car on because, it's like push to start and you have like the remote start feature or whatever. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, technology's come too fucking far, man. Mm-hmm. Like, now you can talk to something to tell them to start your fucking car. That's fucking crazy. Not really sure how I feel about that just yet. So, to a point, as far as conspiracy Dez is concerned about autonomous AI and what that might mean as far as hacking and things are concerned, I completely understand that. At the same time, as I already brought up, if you've seen Westworld and those robots look like that, I have a hard time saying that I wouldn't at least want to try that once or thrice.
Okay, can I say something?
Or twice?
Yes, you can say one last thing and then we're going to move on.
Wait, I just want to say, look, check this out. What you guys are talking about, I just want to break some shit down for y'all. You guys are talking about cyborgs. You're talking about this autonomous, like, what is the reason?
They're talking about getting their dicks wet.
You're not technically getting it wet. You're getting it wet.
Technically, it is getting wet.
Listen, guys, what is the reason that niggas don't, like, niggas be afraid to have a violent revolution? They're like, yo, we can't win. White people have more weapons. White people have all this access to the military, all this shit. Robots, if we create robots that are able to think and able to find patterns of pleasure, able to identify, what do you think's going to happen? They are at some point going to become self-aware, and unlike us, they're not going to have this concern about a soul and dying and losing loved ones. They're just going to continue to replicate and engage in war on humanity.
That's pretty much what happened in Westworld, actually.
I never even seen that show. That's the logical conclusion. Why the fuck would you fuck that?
Just take the battery out when she starts talking.
Hey, Judgy McJudgington.
I'm
not judging. Listen, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
No, logic is not judgment.
Listen, what happens in my bedroom happens in my bedroom. Stay out of it.
I'm not judging you today.
If I want to put sex robot in my closet,
all right.
I love you. I will miss you. You know, that shit gonna tase you during the orgasm. You're done. You're crippled. No running for you.
Okay, I'll take that.
I mean, your girl could do that too. Like it's all a risk.
Everything in life is a risk.
All right.
Everything in life is a risk.
Y'all just fucking with me. Y'all wouldn't fuck a robot.
I would.
Okay.
Why not?
Have either of you niggas ever used a fleshlight?
No. Why would I do that?
No. If you ever use a fleshlight, how you gonna convince me that you gonna fuck a robot, a whole ass robot?
Because a whole ass robot is better than a fleshlight. I don't understand this comparison.
I'm just saying, you niggas, nobody's fucking a robot, guys.
What if somebody was like,
did you see how thick that joint was, Des?
Somebody be like, you could buy a customized robot.
That.
Somebody's like, you could buy.
I'm sure you do, but you're.
Listen, somebody says that you could buy a customized robot that looks like whoever the fuck you want to look like. Do you know what kind of nasty shit me and Rihanna are going to be doing? You understand what me and Rihanna are going to be doing? In the just mind your business, okay? Keep your fucking judgment to yourself.
Okay. Next topic. Next topic. All right.
So we're going to end off.
But is that cheating? If you have a girl, though, that's kind of like, is that cheating? That's the next conversation, which we don't have to have, but.
Is it cheating?
Your girl definitely going to be mad.
Is it bullet cheating? Or a rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what people was talking about. They were like,
if you get a sex robot, can your girl get a sex robot? That's you.
Yeah, that's different though. When it looks like
come home and Morris Chestnut giving your girl the strokes, but it's not even Morris Chestnut.
I mean, that's cool. Whatever.
Who cares? I mean, who gives a fuck? Cheating's not the worst thing that can happen to you any goddamn way. I don't even give.
All right.
Got some heat in my chest. Got a little bit of heat. Dial it back a little bit. Let's check this out. So here's how we're gonna end the podcast, right? Ah, fuck. There was one thing we were supposed to talk about earlier, and I said we were gonna talk about it, and I forgot. Fuck the government shutdown. Fuck the government shutdown.
All right, government some shit. That's it. You know.
Yeah, government shutdown.
Sierra talking.
It's the Republican
Women's March. All this stuff.
Government shutdown happened. Your W-2 is gonna be late, nigga. Get to hustling because that check ain't coming when it's supposed to come. Finn. Let's talk about Ja Rule starting to beef with 50 Cent on Twitter. What the fuck was
14 years later.
Yeah, what did he say? I missed it. I just saw Ja Rule starting to trend, and I was like,
Ja Rule was on Twitter talking real crazy about 50 Cent. So yeah, Tuna's gonna look up the tweets, the exact word for word. So I'm gonna give you an overview of what this nigga said. First of all, he was saying that basically the last time that him and 50 beefed, he got 50 shot, beat up, and stabbed. He was saying that, 50 wasn't no real nigga. He was calling 50 Cent all kinds of homophobic names. The last time that we heard from Ja Rule, he was getting sued over this concert that happened but didn't happen. Does anybody remember that? We talked about that last time.
Oh yeah, the fake Coachella thing.
The fake Coachella concert.
They were like in real world survival.
It was starving and niggas was intense and it was supposed to be some kind of VIP on the boat. That was the last that we've heard from Ja Rule. When did this nigga decide that he was just gonna jump on Twitter and start Twitter thugging?
One of two things happen. Either he has come to the realization that, hey, if Donald Trump can just get on and just say whatever he wants, I could just get on and rewrite his history too. He just say whatever he wants and act like it's true, and that's how he's gonna move. That's one. Two, he got on talking all that crazy stuff. Maybe the statute of limitations passed on that. You think about it, it was 2000.
Getting niggas shot?
Mm-hmm.
7 years.
In New York?
50 Cent never identified who shot him.
Ja Rule identified himself.
Niggas claim they did all the time.
50 Cent? What?
Rule basically said
50,
that
when 50 went to court, the nigga who there was 50 got shot, there was a shootout that ensued. There was another nigga there who died, who was there, who they said attacked 50 Cent. 50 was not the one. There was no gun found on him. He was also injured when he was found, right? He never said who shot him. He was shot. That you can't be charged for that. You can claim it, but you can't be charged for that. That's what I think. I think Ja Rule's like, yeah, I got that nigga shot and stabbed. Also, Ja Rule didn't say he did it. He said he like got that nigga shot. And, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Say that last thing you said again. I think it messed up. He also
got
didn't
that
say
nigga
what?
shot. He didn't say he did it. He said he got it. He got him shot and stabbed.
All right.
Okay.
So
tweets. Tunde's got the tweets.
So 2 days ago, Ja Rule tweeted fun hip hop fact. He added 50 Cent. At 50 Cent is pussy. And then somebody named Guap Dad 4000 said, LOL, you sure you want to do this? Do you remember what happened last time? And then 50 Ja Rule responded, yeah, I do. And added 50 Cent again and said 50 Cent got beat up, stabbed, and shot. What do you remember? With the crying emoji. Then he said, let's be clear, I mind my business. But for some reason, 50 Cent added him again, keeps my name in his mouth. I think he'd rather have my dick in his mouth. Laugh my ass off, bitch ass nigga. Hashtag tickle booty.
Damn, I only saw that first tweet. I ain't seen none of this other shit.
Like, why is he doing that right now?
They said, yo, O'Shea, he added O'Shea Jackson Jr. Stay sucker free, my brother. At 50 Cent ain't killing nothing. Ain't letting nothing die. I smell pussy. Is that you, Fifth?
He's giving this nigga
come on.
Why he bring him into it? What did O'Shea do?
They're in the movie.
I don't know. Oh yeah. And they said, come on, let's keep it a buck. 50 Cent is my son, my student, my young Padawan. LOL, you owe me your life, boy. They said, I own your soul at 50 Cent. Laughing emoji, and everyone sees it now. You're my bitch. Y'all think at 50 Cent, y'all think at 50 Cent is tough. Laughing my ass off. This nigga is trash. One good album. And it's more about that, but it keeps going. And then he keeps calling tickle hashtag tickle booty. Hey 50 Cent, don't make me at 50, don't make me expose you. Hashtag tickle booty. But this goes on for like another 15, 20 tweets. It's funny.
So like he just out of nowhere just decided to just start tweeting him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody said that his kids asked him to listen to Power. Asked him to watch Power. He got tired. That's so random. I was like, nigga, is it 2004? Like, what is happening? Do I need to bring out the jersey? Do I need to bring out the oversized jersey and the fitted hats again?
The bows.
But I ain't gonna lie. Though. I was a big Ja Rule fan. Like
everybody was.
Everybody was.
And then it happens. You're big, and then somebody comes along and they make a mockery out of you, and you're like, well, I guess I'm not a fan of this nigga anymore.
Because his first album was so tough. Who had a better first album?
Between who?
Well, not between 50 and Ja Rule.
50.
Is that
50?
What, 50? What kind of question is that?
Yeah.
No.
Do you remember?
That wasn't really hard.
Do you remember? Because
that was his first album.
Okay, what would you consider 50 Cent's first album?
I guess you can say that's first album then.
I'm about to say, I know
you're
you're
talking studio albums.
But yeah, I mean,
studio album. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you don't count the mixtapes and that kind of shit, like we gotta go a little bit further back than that. But no, Get Rich or Die Trying is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
it is absolutely fire.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
no question.
Nah, man, that's it. So Offset got to get his shit together. Cardi B got to stop defending her man on Twitter. Sex robots. Everybody except Dez is with it. I know that we're all going to jail because the sex robots is going to send our DNA to the FBI database. We're all going to get framed.
Nigga, that is the best outcome.
That is not the best. Going to jail.
Let's kill you.
The best outcome.
I'd rather die than go to jail forever.
The best outcome.
What are you talking about?
The best outcome is you getting your nut. That's the best outcome, right?
Indeed.
Oh my god.
Indeed.
Oh my god.
The government has shut down, which means that none of you niggas are getting your W-2s and you're not filing your taxes on time this year. So please don't make any plans around your tax money like most of us did, because I definitely have some plans for my tax money.
I don't get money back.
It's because you're a business owner. I thought y'all get like a small business grant or some shit.
A grant? Hell no.
Yeah, they be acting like you get shit, but you really
You don't get nothing. Open your own
You
business
really
in America,
gotta-
and we ain't giving you shit.
Yeah, you gotta pay. You gotta pay on all that money you make.
Yep. I get money every year, and I feel like one of these days I'm gonna need a letter from the IRS saying that I was doing my taxes wrong all these years, and they're gonna take all the money back, and I'm not gonna have it.
That's what happens.
Until then, ball until I fall.
Right. Right. Please remember to donate to Cash App, please. Thanks,
Which
guys.
is the $sign. This is the $sign NWAP Cash App. Please give us 5 stars on iTunes.
5 stars and $5. That's the campaign.
Ooh, 5 for 5. Let's do it.
Ooh,
Let's
I might
do it.
add that to the new site.
Let's do
5
that.
for
Let's
5
do that.
Negroes.
5 for 5 Negroes. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, season 4, NWAP, episode 13, 14?
14.
Episode 14. We'll holler at y'all next week with us. Are we dropping that episode? Are we dropping the episode with the website?
Yeah,
We trying to
probably.
do
Yeah.
donations first. Oh, okay, never mind.
Let's do that. No, let's do that next week.
No, we got a special joint that we've been holding in the vault that we're gonna drop on y'all next week. So 5 stars, $5 on what's it, Square Cash?
Cash App.
Cash App. 5 for 5. If you don't have a 5-star review and you don't have $5, send an email with your comment, and we'll read it. But don't be giving us less than 5 stars on iTunes. We appreciate it. Peace.
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 All right, bye, niggas. I'm finna go eat some crabs.